Since 1989, October has been coined Domestic Violence Awareness Month. According to National Domestic Violence Hotline, more than 12 million men and women will have experienced domestic violence or intimate partner violence this year. This morning, we'd like to empower survivors of domestic violence and continue to raise awareness to help others break free. Jamie Wright, a domestic violence survivor and advocate, is here with us in Studio A this morning. Jamie, thank you so much for your time. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Zach. Thank you for having me.
When I say 12 million people, that's just this year. That's a staggering number.
It absolutely is. It's a staggering and very real number. Yeah.
For far too many people.
Far too many.
Talk to us about when you realized your own journey that you were in an abusive relationship and what you did, how you were able to break free.
Yeah, beautiful question, Zach. So for me, I didn't even recognize at the time that what I was experiencing was domestic violence until I fled my house during the pandemic and went to a local women's shelter. And while at the shelter, I received a lot of therapy, and the therapist not only helped me realize that what I was experiencing was domestic violence, she also helped me unpack why I accepted the violence. And for me, it was because I was exposed to it as a little girl. So in my life and in my mind, I had normalized being hit as a form of love.
We so much hear of that normalization, that normalizing this type of behavior. And it's true for so many people, whether that be men or women, gay or straight, it happens to a lot of folks. Talk to us about the moment you decided to break free, to get out. I need to get away from this situation. What you did in those moments that led you to that shelter.
Yeah, so, well, what I did in the moment was I called 911 because I was in fear of my life. And in operating in survival mode in a traumatic way, not knowing it at the time, but knowing it now, I fled to the safest place I could. And the safest place I could flee to was a homeless shelter here in the Houston area that provides beds for women experiencing domestic violence. And so it wasn't until I came out of a trauma through lots of therapy that I recognized, like, whoa, Jamie, if I go back, I might not have an opportunity at life. My children may be burying me as a result of domestic violence. So I made the decision to stay at the shelter, get empowered through lots of therapy and lots of recognizing that what a healthy relationship is versus an unhealthy relationship, Zach. And for me, I started volunteering in the domestic violence movement.
And the hope here through this conversation, you sharing your experience, is so other men, other women do not have to experience what you went through, hopefully stopping that cycle before it gets to that point.
Absolutely, and AVDA is one of the organizations that I volunteer with here in Houston, and they are the only organization that serves Harris County and Houston that I'm aware of that not only provides services to survivors, Zach, but they provide services to people that are using harm as a way of accountability through education, through teaching them that what you're doing is a form of power and control, and it is intimate partner violence, and it is domestic violence. So AVDA for me is who my stepdad and my mom needed when I was a little girl experiencing domestic violence as a child.
Intervening then in hopes and that you would not have to be part of this vicious cycle that continues. We always say, it was 2 years ago we launched an initiative here at KPRC2, and that's called Breaking Free, and it's to help survivors of domestic violence do just that, break free. And reminding them that oftentimes you have to look outside that nuclear setting, that nuclear environment, to get the help, to get the resources one needs to break free. But they exist. They're here and they're ready to help. Before we let you go, talk to us about common misconceptions or stigmas associated with intimate partner violence, domestic violence, that needs to be eradicated, that just needs to go away, and hopefully it helps more people step up and break free.
Absolutely, Zach. So the stigma is that I've experienced personally is you don't look like a survivor, or why didn't you leave? And as you mentioned, domestic violence impacts us all. It doesn't matter your age, your social economic status, if you're gay, straight, black, and white. There's 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men that are experiencing domestic violence all around us. And we just have to make sure that we're aware and that the folks that are causing the harm and the people that are receiving it, that they know that there are resources available. 1-800-799-SAFE is the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And what I personally have worked very hard the last 4 years is destigmatizing, shifting the blame onto the person that is causing the harm. So instead of asking us, people that survive domestic violence, ask the person that is using the harm, why do you feel the need of exercising power and control? Yes, and then once for the ones that are willing to get help to not cause harm and not have power and control, provide them resources. Go to AVDA. They have battery intervention prevention program classes that teach those that are causing harm not to do just that. So the destigmatization is happening all around us and shifting the question to why are you using violence?
And really it takes all parties, right? It's not just us being proactive for survivors, but it's also reaching out to people making these choices to use violence in relationships.
The only person that can stop causing violence is the person that is causing the violence, period.
And we have plenty of resources for intimate partner violence, domestic violence on our website, clicktohouston.com. Jamie, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you, Zach.